Now we move on to the note number 2, which is basically is a chart, participle chart. The topic heading is Kridantaha, participles, and the chart has been split into the three major participle: present participle, past participle, and indeclinable past. Now, the present participle is again divided into two major: active, present active participle, present passive participle. Similarly, the past active participle, past passive participle. Now, in the case of present participle, present active participle, in English called Kartari Prayoga, has got two different suffixes or pratyayas called Shatru and Shanach. Shatru pratyaya is added to the Parasmaipadi dhatus. Shanach is added to Atmanepadi dhatus. And the resultant is called Kridanta or Pradipadika or Shabda. The terminology Shabda is very familiar to us, like Rama Shabda, Hari Shabda, Guru Shabda, etc. All of them, Rama, Hari, Guru, are formed in the similar manner, that is, from a dhatu. Another set of Krit Pratyayas are used and we get the Kridanta, Pradipadika or Shabda. For example, the Shabda Rama is derived from the dhatu or the root Ram, to rejoice. And to the Ram we add a Krit Pratyaya called Ganj. And together it makes the Pradipadika or Shabda Rama. Then that Rama Shabda will decline Ramaha, Ramau, Ramaha in Prathama Vibhakti, Ramam, Ramau, Raman in Dvitiya Vibhakti, etc. Now, in the case of present active participle, the Shatru is the Kridanta or the participle will be added to the dhatu. Dhatus are Parasmaipadi. For example, Pach is the dhatu, meaning to cook. To the Pat dhatu, we add Shatru Pratyaya. The content of the Shatru Pratyaya is At, Akara, Takara. Then Pach dhatu will have the derivative Pacha. Pacha plus Shatru will be Pacha plus At, and hence we get the Pachat as the Pradipadika or Shabda. In other words, Pachat will be Takarantaha, Pachat Shabdaha. Okay, and its meaning will be, because of the participle, the one who is cooking. The one who is cooking is the meaning of the Shabda Pachat. In simple meaning, in English we call a cook. Similarly, the Gam dhatu, meaning to go, to which Shatru will be added. Gam will have the derivative Gacha. and to which at will be added to get gachat as the present active participle. So gachat will mean the one who is going. If we extend this, we can generalize. Whenever we add shatru pratyaya to the verb, it will indicate the karta of doing the action indicated by the verb. The karta of the action done by the verb. So pach is the verb and pachat will indicate the one who does an action of cooking. This is how we will have to understand the meaning of the shabda pachat. Okay. Now then, the shanach pratyaya will be added to the dhatus which are atmanepadi. For example, lab, to obtain, is a atmanepadi dhatu. Its derivative will be labha, and to which when we add shanach pratyaya, we will get a labha mana. The content of shanach is ana, but a makara is added and we get labha mana. So the meaning of labhamana is the one who has obtained. Lab to obtain or gain, and labhamana will indicate the karta, the person who obtains in present. Similarly, iksh is another dhatu meaning to see. Its derivative will be iksha, and to which when we add shanach, we will end up in iksha mana, meaning the one who sees. So these two, kshatriya and shanach, are used in the sense of present active participle. In our lesson, mostly we will be making use of the present active participles only. There are also few places where the present passive is used. And the present passive participle is also shanach, and its formation will be different. For example, when we take pach dhatu, pach, to which yakara will be added, and then the mana will be added. So we end up with pachyamana. It's not pachamana, it is pachyamana. The meaning is that which cooks. Similarly, gam dhatu, to which ya will be added and ma will be added in the karmani prayoga, will result is gamyamana, the one who goes. Anyhow, the passive usage we will not look into in our lessons now. As and when it comes later, I need to teach you the passive voice, and then we will deal with the present passive participle and past passive participle. Now comes to the past participle. Again, it is divided into active kartari and passive karmani. And the past active participle, the pratyaya is used tavat, kakara, takara, akara, vakara, akara, takara, The content is only tavat. Takara, akara, vakara, takara. And it's also, this pratyaya is also added to the basic dhatu. For example, when we add two pach dhatu, pach plus tavatu will be pachat, paktavat. The chakara will get turned to kakara because of another Paninian rule. Hence, pach plus tavatu will become paktavat. That that which was cooked, that which is cooked. Similarly, gam plus tavatu will be gatavat, the one who went. The one who went. In other words, the tavatu pratyaya will indicate the past sense and the sense of participle and the sense of kartari. Okay, and the passive participle, past passive participle, the pratyaya is ikta, kakara, takara, akara. This also can be added to the dhatu. Pach plus ikta will result in pakta, that which was cooked. And gam plus ikta, gata, the one by whom it was went. So it is in the passive voice. Now coming to the indeclinable past, we make use of three pratyas, iktva, lep and tumun. The iktva pratyaya, that is kakara, takara, vakara, akara. The content is tva, takara, vakara, a. And same pach dhatu, when it is added to tva pratyaya, it becomes paktva, meaning having cooked. Why we have to make use cooked? Because these are all indeclinable past. And the paktva will not decline like pachat shabdam or the pachamana shabdam. Similarly, gam plus tva will become gatva, having gone. No, this having cooked, having gone, or the participle, indeclinable participle, which are used in a specific sense when the same karta is doing two actions in sequence, one after the other. Rama eats food, Rama goes to school. Rama eats food. That is what the first action is doing it. Then the second action, Rama goes to school. Now, when these two are to be connected by a single sentence, the first action done by Rama is Rama eats. So, the eat in English, in Sanskrit, is called kad. The derivative will be kada, and to kada, the itva pratyaya will be used. Then there is an additional e will come in, and it will become kaditva. Ramaha kaditva. Rama having eaten. Then the next sentence can be completed. Rama kaditva padashalam gacchati. So having eaten, Rama goes to school. So this is how the itva pratyaya is used. Similarly also the lep pratyaya is used, lakara, yakara, akara, pakara. It is used in the same sense of iktva pratyaya. Only difference is whenever a prefix is added to a dhatu, then iktva pratyaya will not be used, lap pratyaya will be used. For example, to the pach dhatu, we can add a prefix sam. Sam means well. So sam plus pach, when we want to make use it of as an indeclinable past, we had to add sam plus pach plus lyab will become sampacha, having cooked well, having cooked well. So this is the only difference between iktva pratyaya and lep pratyaya. To repeat, lep pratyaya will be used whenever there is a prefix to the dhatu. Then comes the tumun dhatu, which expresses the sense of a desire to do. Paktum Ramaha Paktum Ichchati. Rama desires to cook. So here the Paktum is derived from the same dhatu, Pach plus Tumun. Chakara will become Kakara and hence it become Paktum. Rama desired to cook. Or for example, Gantum, desire to go. Rama Padashalam Gantum Ichchati. Rama desire to go to school. So these are the three basic past participle, present participle, past participle and indefinable participle. Now, these participles are resulting in a Pradipadika or Shabda. They will decline like Rama Shabda, Guru Shabda. But the prototypes will be different. Coming back to the present active participle using Shatru Pratyaya, the Pachadatu plus Shatru will result in Pachat. In Pullinga, it will decline like Pachat Shabdam. Its format is given in a separate note, note number 6. And that is in Pullinga. Pachat Shabdam will decline in Pullinga differently, in Strilinga differently, in Napumsalinga differently. So in Pullinga, the format is given separately. In Strilinga, the basic Pradipadika Pachat will become Pachati. E will be added and the Pachati will decline like Nadi Shabdavat. And in Napumsalinga, Pachat will decline like the prototype Pachat given separately. Now coming to the Shanach, the Shanach Pratyaya will end in Labamana, Ikshamana. They are simple, they are ending in A. Labamana, it is Akarantaha. And the prototype will be Rama Shabdavat. And coming to the past active participle, Tavat, we get the form Pach plus Tavat, Paktavat. Now this Paktavat will in Pullinga will decline like Dhimat Shabdam. Dhimat Shabdavat. Its prototype, Dhimat prototype in Pullinga is given separately. Then in Strilinga, it will become Dhimati and it will decline like Nadi Shabdavat. And in Napumsalinga, it will decline like Neetavat. Its prototype is also given in the note 6. You have to refer and get yourself familiarized. With this, the second note is completed. The third note will follow.